welcome back to this week's weekly vlog. Sorry, I'm shaking the camera. We're going over Sleeping Policeman. Happy New Year, Lawrence.
New Year.
I'm picking up the vlog where I pretty much left off Vlogmas. So if you're new, I'll give you a super quick intro. Yeah, my name's Dawn. This is the Dawn Stage channel. I also have another channel here in YouTube land called The Woven Almanac, which is a crafty podcast all about the things I get up to or want to make, or sometimes I review products. I'm a British expat. I'm from Manchester, which is the northwest of England, and for over 20 years I've been living in the Netherlands, just outside of Amsterdam, with Lawrence, who's not Dutch, he's from South Africa, and our two boys, Joshua and William, and our fur babies, Jack and Daxter. Daxter's our very fluffy ginger cat, Jack's our Parsons Terrier. So if it's your first time here or you're a new subscriber from Vlogmas, welcome. This is pretty much the usual format. I do a weekly vlog. Occasionally I'll do a midweek vlog on this channel, and it's usually a bit of a longer waffle. Some people like to stick me on while you're doing your cleaning, doing a bit of knitting, whatever. So anyway, it's New Year's Eve here. Ooh. As you gathered, we're in the car, state the obvious. We're just popping to the supermarket. Normally I do my groceries online, but because it's New Year's Eve, the slots were really few and far between, and also some things like the special event kind of things, they don't always have them online, like the full range. So we've got the shopping bags with us, and we're going to buy some nice food, hopefully for this evening, although I don't know if the boys are around, and something nice for dinner tomorrow. And yeah, Monday it's back to work, business as usual. This evening, I did mention it in the Vlogmas, but maybe you've not watched it or not interested or not even caught up on it yet. But this evening, about 9ish, we're off to my friend Alison's, Ali and Andy. They're Alison's mum's here, and she's invited a bunch of friends who many of you would have met in the vlogs. So there'll be familiar faces. It's not a party, it's just a get-together. Be quite sedate. We'll probably play some funny games. Alison sometimes does a pop quiz, which gets very competitive. And yeah, it'll be a fun night. Won't be a late one for me. I think just after midnight I'll be off home and get myself to bed. And Lawrence normally roams the streets till all hours, drinking with the neighbours, so good for him. He doesn't drink except on New Year's Eve. Right, into the supermarket. It's already looking quite busy in the car park, so wish me luck. Happy New Year! Good morning. You can see it's finally going light here. It's 8:45. I didn't film yesterday because I didn't do anything. Well, firstly, it's my first filming day of the new year, so Happy New Year. First work coffee of the day, and I just want to say a little special thank you, because some of you guys kindly shouted me a coffee in my Ko-fi account during Vlogmas, just to say thanks. You know, you've enjoyed spending time with me, and you really don't have to do that, and I really appreciate it. So this one is our coffee. You know who you are. So I'm going to take my first slurp. Oh, I needed that. Thank you. The Ko-fi account. I don't think I've ever mentioned it on the channel. Maybe once I've done a long time ago. Just so you know, my channel isn't monetized. So when these adverts randomly pop up, they're nothing to do with me. I have no control over them. YouTube put them in. Technically, I can monetize the channel because, in case you're wondering, if you have over 1,000 subscribers and over, can't remember, I don't know, I want to say between 2,000 and 5,000 views a month. I don't even know what the statistics are. then you can monetize your channel, which basically gives Google AdSense the green light with YouTube to place ads in your videos. And when you are monetized, you get a little bit of control over it. So you can control the duration. Some of those ads where you just can't click off them, you have to watch the full 15 seconds, or, you know, they pop up in the middle or at the end, or right at a crucial moment when somebody's about to say, oh, wait till I tell you, and then an ad will pop up. That's all controlled by the creator. YouTube, I don't know, it's completely random. You don't get a say over the type of content. Also, interesting fact, the content is, the adverts are fed to you according to the kind of searches you've been doing on Google, yeah, Big Brother kind of thing. So it's just clever intelligence. You know, they're trying to suit adverts to your interests. So anyway, I don't know what's wrong. There's something wrong with apparently with my Google account. Apparently I broke a rule a few years ago. I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know, maybe one of the kids was clicking on stuff. I just don't know. It's fine. But when YouTube brought out this new thing of placing ads, because it was never that before, and then I was like, oh, I think I should monetize my channel because I want to say over it. And I know quite a few of you very kindly let the adverts play. So don't bother. I don't get anything from them. Well, I mean, YouTube does, so, and it's a great platform, so, you know, you're helping them. But that's why I did set up a Ko-fi account, because a few people, you know, over the years have said, you know, oh, you know, do you have a Ko-fi account? Or I watch the adverts to support you. So anyway, I very, very, very quietly set up a Ko-fi account, and then I sort of snuck it into the description box of all the videos below. So it's just sat there super quietly. Anyway, some eagle-eyed people amongst you spotted it and very, very kindly wanted to share a coffee with me. So it's really nice. I really appreciate it. Please don't feel that you have to do this. I know money is super tight at the moment. It's just there. You know, if somebody, you know, fancies doing it, and I don't shout out people's names who's done it, unless you particularly want me to. I'm all for supporting people. But yeah, so this is for you guys. Vlogmas was my pleasure, and you guys gave me so much joy, seriously. Even, you know, we've had some new subscribers and they've joined in the spirit of things, and I'm noticing like new faces in the comments, and a lot of people never comment and have followed me for a long while, so thank you. Anyway, this is for all of us. Happy New Year. So last film was New Year's Eve. We were at Alison and Andy's house. It was such a nice night, and Alison did like a pop quiz. Natalie's husband, Ray, it was his birthday on New Year's Eve. So it wasn't a birthday celebration for him, but it was just, yeah, you know, we made a bit of a fuss over him. And Ray loves pop quizzes, and he's super, super competitive. And I'm not mega competitive, but you know, I love pop quizzes. A pop quiz, oh, I love it. So, yeah, it was really good. It was one of these quick fire things. We didn't score points. It was just jumping, you know, if you knew. But it was nice. It was all like 80s music, so we were all singing along and reminiscing, and it was really fun. Just a small crowd of us. Notably, there wasn't as many fireworks this year. So I think people are feeling the squeeze, you know, because they're not cheap, these fireworks. Andy had a couple, one of their kids was working in a fireworks shop in December. So they just gave him some money and said, choose some fireworks. So he chose 3, but admittedly there were 3 big ones. So it was fun. And then we mingled with some of the neighbours, and some of which I know. And yeah, so anyway, waffle. It was a really fun night. Didn't drink too much because I've mentioned to you before that alcohol, since, you know, I'm in the alcohol just does not agree with me, so I'm very cautious. Even drinking like a glass of bubbly, I'm very cautious about it. Alison put a load of like nibbles out, and I brought some things. Natalie brought things, so we were like grazing all night. You know, there was like cheese and nuts and chips and, you know, stuff like that. So I was fine. I think I finally got to sleep about 2. Lawrence took Jack out, had a walk around, but said it was super quiet. So I think he might have come to bed about 3-ish. I think I might have mentioned Joshua went to the Ziggo Dome, which is a big arena in Amsterdam. It's a big concert venue. There was some, I don't know, some techno thing, which he doesn't, it's not into techno music. But a few of his friends were going and he said he'd go. He had a good night. He was exhausted. He slept most of yesterday. But he said, you know, that's not his music. So, but it was fun. He said it was packed. And he managed to get the first bus of the day home. I think he got home about 5 in the morning, or I think he got to bed about 6. And I think William got home about 3-ish. He was just out hanging with his friends, as were most of the kids. So yeah, really fun night. Very quiet on our street. I don't think there was many fireworks here at all. One thing I will say is, on the whole, especially houses, when they do fireworks in front of their front door, most of them will clean it all up before they go to bed, or if not, definitely the next day. So the streets on the whole are pretty clean, and the local council come out and they'll be out probably today, you know, clean it all up. Anyway, waffle. So how was your New Year's Eve? Do you just stay home and have a nice, quiet, cosy one? Is it just a regular day and you're not interested? That's also possible. Or did you do something fun? Let me know. I'm really curious what you guys got up to. Anyway, whatever you did, I hope it was nice. The main thing is, let's hope for a peaceful 23, and hopefully with some fun on this channel I can share with you. Work's going to be really busy for the first quarter, so, but I will be vlogging, so don't worry about that. Anyway, what I did do, I said to Lawrence, I want a cosy day in. He wanted to go and have coffee with friends and go for a walk. I said, no, I want to stay in my tracksuit all day and just do nothing. I want to be cosy at home. And he said, fine. He was so tired. So we watched, on the Dave channel, it's an English channel, they were playing back-to-back old Gavin and Stacey episodes, so we watched loads of them. I forgot how good that series was. There was a James Bond. The last James Bond movie was on terrestrial TV. It was on and we just ended up watching it. Dig for Britain. We like archaeology programmes, so we've put a reminder for the series of that. That was interesting. I got stuck into a mountain of ironing on New Year's Day. I don't do ironing. I can't stand ironing. And on New Year's Eve, I was looking for a night. I've got like this nice, like a metallic-y top. And thought, oh, I'll get a little bit dressed up. And I've literally worn this top once at Alison's New Year's years ago. I don't know where it went. So I was rummaging through my ironing basket. Anyway, I found it. It had fallen off the hanger and it was at the bottom of my wardrobe. So I didn't wear it. But anyway, it prompted me. It's like, oh, I need to get stuck in. So yesterday, I did a whole load of worky kind of clothes ironing. Loads of washing. We've got all the washing done, so I'm super happy about that because it was starting to sort of, you know, every time I opened the laundry door, it was winking at me. Lawrence has just come in with Jack. And Daxter's not with you. What? Daxter's not with you. Daxter walks with Jack and Daxter walks with Jack and Lawrence, but he's sat at the front door surveying his kingdom. He doesn't want to come in. Anyway, one of the things I did, I'm going to have to go to work in a minute. One of the things I did, I got my felting kit out. I thought I was getting like rainbowy colours, but apparently, you know, I got all the colours for this kit, which is fine. They're really cute, but I fancied going off-piste a little bit because the kit was just that I had all the basic supplies, a bit of felting wool, and that I could just play and see what I think of it. Love it. Some of you said it's addictive, so I made a cat. But don't laugh, it's my first attempt. But I wanted to really have a go at sort of, you know, attaching limbs and trying to sculpt a little bit and blend in. So anyway, obviously Daxter, that's the cat that I was loosely based mine on. But this is what I did. So what do you think? I think he looks like Bagpuss. So you see, I literally freestyled this. No, they look nothing like, it's like a pouncing position. That's what I wanted. And I've not glued the eyes in or the whiskers. I mean, they're quite thick, so I just stuck 2 whiskers in. And he's got a little stripy back. And then obviously with Daxter, he's got his fluffy tail. So what do you think? if it's showing very clearly. I'll talk about it more on the podcast, but yeah, it's made me actually realise that I do like felting. So, I mean, if I was really detailed, I'd have done like little paw prints on him, but it was just, you know, it only took me a few hours. It's super quick. The thumb and finger guard, oh, you need them. Anyway, if you fancy having a go at felting, I would definitely get some kind of kit. I would look for one with the rainbow colours. Anyway, I am going to buy some more colours because I want to, what I actually would like to do is felt painting, where it's just on a flat surface and then you know, you make a picture. That's what I would really like to do. And I've got, some of you might remember, I've got some beautiful hand felted wool that I bought from when we went to one of the Dutch islands, Texel, and they have their own breed of sheep, the Texel sheep, and there's a really nice like a hobby craft wool shop on the island, and the lady there, I think it's called De Wit Engel, the White Angel, and she hand makes felt. You can buy any kind of felt, but I've got felt from Texel wool. And I said to Lawrence, oh, that would be beautiful to do, you know, like a felt painting on it. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I will order some felt, but I just thought I'd share that with you because I have talked about the felting kit that I got at Christmas. Oh, I think he's just so cute. Oh, a little cute face. What do you think? Not bad for a first attempt. I know if any of you are experienced in felting will probably think, oh, look at the state of that. I love him. Right. I better go up to work. I've already logged on. Hopefully it's a quieter day because most people have been working over Christmas, and I have got a few things on my agenda already for today that I was already thinking about. Tomorrow I do need to go into the office. Tuesday I do tend to go in the office, many of you will know, and then Wednesday I've started to work from the workshop, my studio, so that'll be nice. I'll get to see everybody for the beginning of the year. Right, off I go. Waffle, waffle. Enjoy your coffee. I hope you paused the video, or if not, rewind me and we'll have our coffee together. You know who you are. See you later. Well, here we are, back on the normal rhythm. Car chat time. Oh, it's a bit cold in here. And I had the wipers on. I was like, why can't I see out of the windshield? And then I realised the car was full of condensation. Hope you can see me. Lawrence reset the camera mount because it fell off over Christmas, and I've realised it's the angle's not good, but I've only just realised that as I'm driving now, so bear with. And I hope you can see it because it's still dark, well, semi-dark. It's really, really grey, drizzly. I think it's overcast, but because, you know, it's still dark here. What time is it? It's just coming up to 8:30. Actually a little bit late leaving the house this morning to wash my hair this morning. I don't normally do that when I'm going into the office because, you know, my hair's that thick. It takes a bit of a while to dry. I mean, it does dry surprisingly quick for thick hair, but still, you know, surprisingly quick is still, you know, time consumption. Anyway, waffle, waffle. There was something I was going to mention to you. What was it? Yes, that's what it was. So, my neck was really, really bad over the Christmas break, but I think it was a culmination of, you know, having that horrible flu and coughing, and, you know, then my back was bad, but anyway, my neck was really bothering me, and to the point where, I don't even know if I mentioned this, all of a sudden my pillow that I've had for ages and is normally, oh, I can't wait to put my head down on it, was hurting my neck. So anyway, I remembered, who remembers this, that I bought that memory foam pillow, you know, the ergonomic one, which at the time it was awful. It actually made my neck worse, but I thought, you know what, I'll give it a go. So I put it on my bed on New Year's Eve, and so far so good. I'm waking up and not as much pain. I mean, still pain, but not as much. So I think it might have been a good buy after all. I mean, it's still not, you know, I don't look forward to getting in bed and going, oh, lying on it. It's not like cloud and fluffy and snuggly, but hey, if it does the trick, that'll do by me. I don't know if there's anything on at work. Normally, I'm pretty sure they do it at New Year. We have like a company, like a breakfast together, like a breakfast brunch. I've not seen anything in my emails yesterday, so I don't know, maybe there might be something next week, which is always fun. Right, I've driven through the forest, that was pleasant. What have you been doing while I've been waffling away? So far so good, the traffic's not bad, but I'm not on the highway, the motorway yet, so we'll see when we get there. I was watching the news this morning, the British news, and I think you guys had a bank holiday yesterday. Very nice, hope you did something nice here in the UK. But then I heard that there was train strikes today. My mum's Christmas presents are still not surfaced. So I've had one, Josh has had one, and that's it. And Lawrence has been onto the courier firm about my stepmum's Christmas parcel, and that's gone silent, so he's chasing them again today. I think there's just a massive backlog, but anyway, luckily the kids are fine with stuff like that, and they're not small now, so. As I feel just at the studio, as you can see. Just made a coffee. I've been sat in meetings all morning. It's about 11:30 here, and because I hadn't moved and I didn't put my heater on, you can hear it in the background. The radiator's on, but it's only on half, and I got up and it was all stiff and cold, so I've just made a coffee. Having a little break, I've stretched my legs. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm just not used to being on a computer this long. It's really... I'll get back in the swing of things. I think by the end of the week I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Got in this morning and the handyman was here doing something in our toilet. And it was like a gale outside. I think around 7 o'clock this morning when I woke up. It was pitch black, obviously, but pouring down, and the wind was howling. It was really bad, and I debated whether to leave the house. Anyway, by the time I came to the studio about 9ish, it was just drizzling and windy. But yeah, it's just like, what's going on with this weather? Did I mention on New Year's Eve it was 15 degrees here? Seriously, we was running around, I think I might have filmed it, or I don't know, but anyway, we was running around on New Year's Eve a lot. We had a lot of chores to do, mainly of the shopping kind. And then when we left the house to go to Ali and Andy's on New Year's Eve, I came out of our house and I said to Lawrence, it's freakishly warm, and they said, yeah, it's 15 degrees, so it did get colder as the night wore on, but oh, my neck's stiff. I think because I've been sat here cold and hunched over my laptop. I've got my headphones on. But yeah, what I was saying about the wind and the rain, I had a leak. So anyway, the handyman was here. I've told him it is an ongoing leak. It's fine. It's over my door, but it's in my side of the wall, not in the hallway. So he's made a note. I said, well, you can come after 3. I don't think he's working after 3. Or tomorrow, you've got the place to yourself. He's going to take a look at it. That's a problem. It's in the main structure of the building. It's an old greenhouse, and yeah, you know, we get leaks. The ground floor gets a lot of leaks because there it's like open, you know, there's no in the communal area there's no sort of first floor. I'm waffling now. Anyway, right, I've got some emails to be getting on with, and then I brought some lunch with me. I popped to the supermarket this morning. I got myself a maple syrup and pecan pastry for breakfast. I don't normally eat breakfast, but I've got into the habit of when I come here treating myself to pastry. And then I grabbed some like couscous, feta cheese, salady mix, ready-made thing from the supermarket, and I'm having watermelon today. So I'm having couscous and watermelon. Very summery kind of meal for the depths of winter, but it's just what I fancied. But the main thing is I've got coffee. I mean, I bought myself some new a fresh carton of almond milk, because I thought, it just crossed my mind as I was in the supermarket, I bet the one I've left in the fridge is pretty rancid, and I threw it away. Right, I better crack on. If anything exciting happens, I'll tell you all about it. Hello, in the car, and it's daylight. So I'm on the way home from the office, but it's midday. So I went in quite, actually I was in work by 8:30 this morning. It was quite early. There was no traffic, but it's really quiet in the office. So I figured, well, I'm going to go home now, and I'll work from home this afternoon, because my counterparts are all working online today. So, and I'd rather drive home now and just have a quick bite to eat, and then not have to sit in that traffic. Because the other night, I think it was Tuesday when I filmed, it was just bumper to bumper. And historically, Thursday night on the ring road is just the worst. I don't know why. Anyway, I figured out why it was quiet. It's because the schools are still on holiday. They had a 2-week Christmas vacation. I don't recall that being the norm. Must be. Anyway, I think when the kids stopped with primary school, I sort of lost, was a bit out of touch with the school stuff, because, well, compared to my school experience in England, Dutch kids are raised very, very independent. I mean, when they're, you know, 11 and 12, going first year of high school, they pretty much have like a college schedule. You know, some days they'll be in a whole day, some days it'll be a few hours, and yeah, very self-sufficient. They're actually encouraged to stand on their own 2 feet, which it's great, but it was, especially with Joshua, it was a massive learning curve. But anyway, waffle. So yeah, yesterday I worked from the studio, which I think had a little chit chat with you, and I ended up staying for a couple of hours. I don't know if you heard that bit of road rage. And I did a little bit of needle felting. So I actually purposely took the kit that Lawrence bought me at Christmas. I think I shared that with you. And I ordered a pack of more colours, like a full range of colours for myself. And because I really wanted to try needle felt painting. That was what I really wanted to do. So, and then after I checked the kind the coffees that had been bought over Vlogmas, I thought, well, I'll just order a pack of needle felt in wool. So that's what I did. It's arrived. So again, if you was one of the kind people who did that, thank you very much. You're now part of my needle felting journey, or should I say rabbit hole, because yes, I've fallen down another one. I don't know if I would have inserted a photo. I think I showed it on my Instagram. If not, I will waffle about it in a podcast soon. Maybe this weekend, if I've got time, I can film one. Anyway, waffle. So I purposely took the kit and the extra wool to the studio with me, and then I stayed behind after work, because Wednesday's my short day, and I did some needle felting, so I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I find it really therapeutic. I don't know if like stabbing things and therapy should be, you know, in one sentence, but there you go. I enjoyed it. What else? Last night did nothing but just sit on the sofa. Lawrence made pasta carbonara, if you're interested. That's what we had. Joshua was working nights last night, and oh yeah, that's also another reason why I'm decided to not tackle traffic rush hour tonight, because where he works, the public transport that time in the morning is really not good. So Joshua doesn't drive. Lawrence offered to take him to work and then picked him up. I don't know why. He set his alarm for 5 o'clock this morning. So Lawrence got up at 5, went out, came back again, got back in bed, and then the alarm went off at 7 for me. So between 5 and 7, I didn't fall back asleep. I was desperately trying. So I've literally had, you know, 5 hours sleep, and not even, because I'm still waking up in the night. It's driving me mad. And it's not like I'm preoccupied with anything. You know what? It's actually, I wake up too hot, but they don't feel like a hot flush kind of thing. I don't know if because I've just got too many layers on the bed. And when I get in bed, it's cold. You know, it's cold upstairs. The bed's cold. But I think by the time Lawrence gets in bed, he's like a little hot water bottle. So I think I wake up in the, you know, early hours and I'm like way too hot, and then I have to sort of kick covers off, and then I get too cold, and yeah, anyway. But I feel fine. I'm not like stressed or anxious about, you know, anything other than the general stuff that we all are. So yeah, oh, I'm tired now. Now I've got in the car, I've got the heater on. I should turn it down a bit. Yeah, so driving in a rush hour in the dark tonight is not a good idea. So that's a nice thing. I can just decide to pack up and go. So that's what I'm doing. What else? Oh yeah, I had a bit of a moment. Some of you have asked me about the studio, because I know I had a whole chit chat with you guys about whether I was going to keep it or not, and it's all been very much touch and go. But I was talking about it over the Christmas period, and Lawrence was also like, you know, don't give it up. You'll regret it, and the chances of you getting, you know, your room back are pretty slim. And I've been milling it over. So anyway, I had decided that, you know, no rush decisions. I'm just gonna try and hang on to it as long as I can. And but Lawrence was the one who signed the contract for the room, so he receives the invoices, and I never check the invoices because, you know, for the monthly rental, because I just know it's this price and I just pay it every month. Anyway, there was a bit of an increase. I think, was it around September? Yeah, end of September there was a slight increase. I was like, okay. And then there was another increase, which meant in 4 months I would have had a €14, 14 not 40, increase on the rent, which it tipped me over. It tipped over the top of what I was prepared to pay in rent. So, and then I discovered that my neighbour next door is paying quite a lot less than me, and our rooms are pretty much the same size. And also, the reasoning for increasing the rent is also about the energy consumption. Well, I'm never there. You know, I mean, you guys know, if I'm there 3 to 4 times in a month, that's the limit. You know, especially since, you know, the whole neck hernia thing. Anyway, I was a little bit like in a conundrum what to do. So I asked the owner yesterday with a very sort of balanced, you know, reasoning, And I said, listen, I totally understand that, you know, all his costs have shot up, I get it. And, you know, as a compromise, can I stick with paying the first increase, which is under the threshold of what, you know, I've said I would pay. And I also pointed out that my neighbour was paying less than me. And also that, you know, I'm one of the lowest consumer of anything, energy, you know, energy, water. Yeah, I just, because I'm not there so often, you know, I'm actually in the lower bracket. So I'm one of the cheaper ones, if you like. And he replied back straight away. He was so sweet. And he said, you know, of course, no problem, totally understand. Let's stick at that. And you know, if there's problems in the future, just let me know, and you know, we can always have a conversation about it. So, and you know, and that also cements what, you know, one of the reasons why I really don't want to give up being there, because it's the community, you know. So anyway, I was glad I reached out to him, and he was super sweet. And you all know how much I love being there, and I love my little room. So yeah, I'm relieved about that. So for now, unless something major happens, you know, I'm keeping the studio for as long as I can, possibly. And also I was thinking, because, you know, the whole reason that I just stopped bothering with my Etsy shop was, you know, because of Brexit. But I think if I can stick to like flat, light objects, i.e. project bags, if you're a knitter or crocheter, you know what I'm talking about. I might start like my project bag side of the business up again, because they fit in an envelope. So, you know, I mean, if I can maybe get the shop going again, and that also will contribute a little bit towards the rent, I might do that. I'm considering it. I don't want it to create like work that I'm obliged to do, because it's not my job, you know. And the whole point of having it and having my space and my hobbies is like a de-stress. Anyway, I'm mulling it over. I'm thinking about it. Let's see. It's not like I've got a shortage of fabric. And I did actually, a month ago, I ordered new labels. I actually, because for many of you will probably remember, I had like Dawn's Days labels. And I ordered the woven almanac ones when I changed to the new channel. So, I don't know, watch this space. I'll keep you updated on that. I mean, I'm sure if I do, it'll be very much as a case of, you know, so as and when I feel like it, and whatever I've got will go in the shop. And I think if I can keep like lightweight, flat envelope kind of products, then that might be fun to do again. We'll see. Right. I'm at a really dodgy intersection here. Ugh, I hate this changeover. Right, I'm going to stop waffling, and I'm on the homeward stretch now, and then I'll grab. Oh, there's a truck gone in front of me. And then I'll grab some lunch, and then log back on again. And then that'll be me done for the weekend. Oh, that reminds me, I need to do my grocery order. I'll do that when I get home. Right, catch you later. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, Lawrence is unloading the dishwasher. And we've got the kettle on. And it's lunchtime here, so we're going to have a bite to eat. So, it's really nice outside, but my gosh, it was hot. I think wearing 2 layers and a winter coat was not advisable. So, anyway, I went to the Hamer, which is like a department store in the Netherlands. And they had the glasses that broke, but not in my strength. So, anyway, I walked down to a store called the Kruidvat, which is a little bit like a drugstore. And they had an offer on, buy 3 for €10. So I've got myself 3 new reading glasses. What do you think? I haven't got metal frame ones, actually quite, they feel nice and light. So I've got them, I've got these, and I've got a pair like this already, but which do you prefer? I like these round ones, but I do like these metal ones. Anyway, what a bargain. So I got them, picked up the voucher for Natalie. Can you believe they didn't even have an envelope or, you know, a little paper bag to put it in? I was not happy. Anyway, I went to the card shop and luckily I know the lady who works in there, so she gave me some of their gift voucher bags. Quickly swung by, there's like a boho style shop in the village. Bought a new belt in red. I've got this in gold and green, but what I like about these is they're so stretchy, and because the elastic's the same colour, they don't look ridiculous. So I saw them as I walked past and thought, oh, let me get a red one, because I did need a red one. And then whilst I was in the crowd back, I saw these. They were on offer for €2.25. These Dow Egbert's coffee sachets, but it's iced, salted caramel iced latte. And our ice machine on the fridge does crushed ice as well. So I love iced coffee. So yeah, that's what I did. A little shopping mission accomplished. After we've ate something, we're going to pop over to the garage. Lawrence has just said we'll get all the Christmas storage. I think I mentioned that was the plan for today. And that's it. Nothing else planned. Anyway, I think because I've been waffling a lot, I'm going to wrap up the vlog. But as it's the 400th video, not episode, but video on this channel, and I did promise to do it during Vlogmas, I thought I'd do another little giveaway, because I did say we'd do it in Vlogmas. So this is for the people who crochet, or you know somebody who crochets. So there's a very popular pattern doing the rounds at the moment. It's the Bubbles and Berries blanket, the crochet blanket. I forget who the designer is now. I forget. Well, anyway, that's the prize. So if you want to enter, it's open to everybody. If you want to re-gift it to somebody, that's completely fine. If you don't, you know, you're not into crochet. So all you have to do to enter is in the comments below, write the word giveaway and you're entered. And it's open until the next week's weekly vlog. So if you're watching this on Sunday, it's open to the following Sunday. So you've got 1 week to enter. So good luck. Thanks for entering. If you don't want to enter, that's perfectly fine. And if you want to say hello, let me know how you're doing, how your New Year plans are, if you've got any, how your New Year went, if you did anything. And yeah, thanks for tuning in again for the first weekly vlog of the year. Stay safe. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye.